Hello again. Well, it's a bit of a Friday ramble, this, I'm afraid. Haven't made a video for ages. I thought I just could make a video. Um, so what's been going on? I've been making some challenge locks. As you all know, I haven't been well, and I'm struggling to get into the lock lab, but I'm doing okay actually, and so I've spent a bit more time here in the lock lab, and I've made a couple of challenge locks. So this one here is called Charles Hawtrey. It's a GG. Oh God, I'm sorry, my brain. The person who gave this to me, I can't remember what his name is now, but it's someone that I met on Discord. Nice bloke. He's got a funny name, Orgis, something like that. And I made this into a challenge lock anyway. So this one is going to Brett, and it's part of this sort of series that I've done, which is carry on themed. So Charles Hawtrey is a carry on, one of the carry on characters really. So there's the key for it. It's been I've mummified it just to make things a little bit more sort of complicated, but Brett, he's a cheater. He'll just pull that straight off. This is Lockpicking Paul's new poker chip, a limited edition apparently, so I'm privileged to have that. Thank you very much. I've got a little, just here, you can't see it, I've got a display cabinet given to me by AJ, and it'll either go in there, but I might change what I'm displaying in there and have them all back down here again. I prefer them down here for some reason or other, I don't know. And then there's a character called HJ. I don't know what it is, and he sent me this Jackrabbit Locksport, and I've got to send him a sticker and a my sort of poker chippy type thing, which isn't really a poker chip, it's a beer can thing. So there's those two. Thank you very much for those guys. I've just made this. It's literally just finished. So you're getting the first view of it now. Finished. I finished it yesterday, really. Well, today, actually, in a funny sort of way. Issues with it. This one, you don't really want to turn this more than 170, because if the driving pins go down into the slot at the bottom here, where the key is, they get caught. And actually, there's you can get it off, but because these aren't like the proper bow, you get a lot of purchase on this bow, and you can move the key around, whereas you can't on this. So there's a bit of difficulty. And then this one needs pulling out very slightly. It's smooth, but as I say, it just needs pulling out a tiny little bit. That's not me with the key and everything. That's all set up properly, but there's obviously something wrong with it inside. I'm not going to change it. It's just too much problem, really. And that's what it's called, big baps, because it's meant to look like a pair of tits, and they're meant to be nipples like Scammer wheel nuts. Anyway, there we go. It's a joke, really, but it works. They're nice. It's nice. It shouldn't be too difficult, but it should be interesting pick. It should be a fun pick. It's a fun lock. So I think I'm going to send that to Paul, Lockpicking Paul, to start with. He's going to get the first pick of that. Then it'll be Brett. Brett's getting that as first picker. This Titan. This Von Duprin was given to me along with these by Crow Llama. Thanks, Crow Llama, very much. I've obviously thanked him a few times, and I was going to do a thing for it. There we go. Bit of a funny old thing that apparently you're meant to be able to undo that, but I can't see how you do it. I haven't really investigated it too much. Been so busy on this one. Took me absolutely ages to do this. Sent me this sort sort of cabinet lock, which is quite an interesting little thing. I've got some ideas for this actually, so I'm going to see how that goes. That's a future job. BKS, this is a lovely little lock actually. These are all going to be for challenge locks, and that's reasonable bitting. It's a nice lock that. I'm looking forward to having a look at that one. And there's another one here, a Fab. I love Fab. Get it out. Bit difficult. There's some bitting in there, and that's so nice. It's smooth as butter, of course. And then there's this one, a Geba. Don't know anything about that really. I'm gonna cut this off just to make it easy. Easy gutting, you know. I'm all, you know, it's not a lock that's going to be actually used in real life, is it? So, you know, it's just going to be so make it easy for everybody to operate. So that's that really. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Very, very grateful for that. This is a nice one. I haven't. This is actually what's surprising about this. Von Duprin or Duprin. And Duprin, and it's from Indianapolis in America. Indianapolis. I mean, you know, Crow Llama sent me that from Croatia. Actually, is there a Croatian lock here? Did I see that? Am I thinking? Oh yes, this one. It's this one. It doesn't. I don't know where it comes from. Croatia. Not where does it come from? It does say on it. Oh, Yugoslavian. It's from Yugoslavia, that. So there we go, guys. I'm still, you know, what I shall be doing is trying to do a bit more picking. I haven't done any picking for ages, actually. I haven't been able to pick. You know, I had this. I don't want to go on about it because I'm sick of it. But obviously, I haven't been very well, and it's been my kidneys. And when I was last year, you know, just before Christmas, I was sort of bad. I just couldn't use my hands, and so picking was almost impossible. And it's taken me quite a while this year to get my hands back in action again. It was just that I was unable to use them properly. You know, I lost dexterity completely. I couldn't operate my phone or anything. It was a pain in the fucking arse. So anyway, I'm much better now. I'm back to normal now. Really, I'm feeling really good, and it's great to be back in the lock lab. You know, I can get back in here and get myself going. So I've just finished these two, which is great, and I'm working on another one, which is a horrible little lock actually. It was one of those locks that you get free with a set of picks, and I hate these skeleton cores. And I decided that I would turn it into a challenge lock and then send it off to someone as a keeper. You don't really get a very good view of it. And what's wrong about this skeleton core is that I would actually have liked to have turned this into a sort of a cutaway area, you know, so you could actually see the pins going up and down and everything. But you can't really. I mean, you can do the front one, but these are obviously all over the pins, so you can't do that. You can actually, you know, you can see them working, but because of these sort of like drilled holes, you can't really see the shear line very well. So it's a bit of a nonsense, really. Anyway, it'll be a harder lock to pick, definitely, because the pins on the top here, they were rounded. So I mean, it was all rounded, so the whole thing was ever so easy to pick. You could pick it, no problem at all. You put a bit of tension on it and just you could put anything down it and it would pick. So it won't be like that in the future. I've got some other things in pipeline. I'll do one of these next, but there we go. I'm going to give that to somebody. So I don't know who the lucky person will be. Anyway, there we go, guys. Thank you very much. Sorry I haven't been making many videos. It's just been too difficult for me, really, keeping above everything. But now I'm back in action. I am back in action now, so I hope my production level goes up considerably, which it should do. Okay, guys, see you around. Thanks for watching.